Welcome back to Sonic Heroes. Now we're going into what are arguably the absolute worst parts of the game. What do you think of these, Steve? Because you've played this.
How unfortunate for you.
Trying to remember, is this? Oh,
It's the castle levels.
God.
Admittedly, the second level of these is worse than the first one, but I love Knuckles fucking with Tails here.
Just look at that animation. It looks like really awkward when he's.
Well, it is a little bit inconsistent there because in Adventure 2 we saw that it was Knuckles who scares the ghosts.
Yeah.
Whereas he seems pretty cool, like with this.
Probably because he beat the crap out of a ghost.
I suppose so.
Well, does it actually explain it in Sonic Adventure 2 that he's afraid of ghosts?
Well, it's like because he freaks out so much at the sight of Kimbo and Boo, doesn't he?
Yeah.
So I think that's what I'm going by.
Oh yeah, I remember that. It's a dialogue, yeah, after you show them.
Yeah, and then he beat the crap out of it. So it's basically like
Got
that
over
kills
his
it.
fear.
If you can punch it in the face, then what's
If
to
it
be
bleeds, we
afraid
can
of?
kill it.
Yeah. These levels are like Sonic Heroes being boring, just put in like one package. Everything here is just sort of dull. They're trying to get a gimmick going with the like flipping the stage over and that, and it's a good idea, but it could have done with like being put somewhere else.
Yeah.
This level is these parts where these levels go on way too fucking long, and that's not like just a level drags a bit so long. It's like I've been playing for 10 minutes. This level would have been done at 3.
Yeah.
Yeah. This loop-de-loop. Explain to me how that's physically possible. How does that work? It's upside down.
I didn't know that looped.
Yeah.
I didn't know. I always jumped to the other one.
No. How is that physically possible? You can't do that. You just with the inward loops, you got like the speed and momentum, but that doesn't turn off gravity. If there's nothing kind of holding you up, there's no sort of proper pacing going, you're just literally running upside down. That just doesn't fucking happen.
What was the point of that invisible path?
I don't know. I suppose at least that kind of fits in tone, I guess.
Yeah, but even so, it's basically just like, yeah, because.
And this is another example of the level themes here being kind of too generic, because like with a haunted house sort of theme, I think you've either got to go either really cartoony or really dark edgy, ain't you? Whereas this is kind of an awkward mix between the two. It's like you've either got to have your like horror movie sort of shit, or you've got to have your Luigi's Mansion. There's no this middle ground. It just seems really sterile.
They couldn't even put in some ghost-styled bots or something like
No, and that's the thing actually with a lot of the.
You managed to get a extra life. I think it's the first time you've done that.
Yeah, I can't remember. I haven't been paying attention to that, to be honest.
Unfortunately, I have.
You're that bored. Yeah, this is what I do, folks. I invite my friends over to come and watch boring fucking gameplay commentary, gameplay footage from me.
Despicable bastard.
I am a
How can you
horrible
do
person.
this to us?
I am a despicable person. So, yeah, how about we do Sonic Labyrinth next, right? At least that's only like half an hour. Yeah, generic haunted house. And I'll get to a point sometimes, obviously with the way that wall that we just turned away from, it's showing upside down now. But I sometimes lose track of which way is up. With all the kind of switching around. Them things are really obnoxious to try and aim at. And it's you're kind of bouncing up and down, hoping your flight don't run out while you're also trying to aim. I mean, it's only for a few points and rings and that, but still, it's there. It's annoying. Sonic.
You know what I think is the best bit in Sonic Adventure 2? Yeah. It's not even to do with like the game. It is a good game, but what seals the deal for me is with you know, like when you encounter Omocho and that, you can throw him around and start being a dick to him and like start attacking him.
You know what my favourite section in regards to that is?
What's that?
You know in Eternal Engine, the Tails level, there's one of these walls, you know, you shoot out the walls and it sucks things out.
Yeah.
And if you shoot this one particular wall,
yeah.
Omochao gets sucked out of it into the depths of space and then respawns, so you got infinite dying Omochao. I love it. It's so fucking satisfying.
Omochao's a fucking douche.
Yeah, just watching Omochao. Have you played the Sonic 1 Omochao Edition fan hack?
No.
Oh, that is fucking wonderful.
Oh god.
That's the one that, like, they've hacked Sonic 1 to have Omochao appear whenever you do anything.
Yeah.
Like, literally, I think when you jump, when you collect a ring, it just comes up with a message for Omochao saying, you've collected a ring.
But it's like, you jump once.
Oh yeah, I think I heard you say
it's
about
like,
this.
when you jump, it goes, you've jumped. And if you jump again, it goes, you've jumped. You've jumped.
Yeah.
It does.
It's fucking wonderful. Like, the Sonic fan hack community have got such a great sense of humour with some things.
Yeah.
It's like there's one of Sonic 2 Dimps Edition as well that came out shortly after Sonic 4 came out.
Yeah.
And basically what they've done is they've hacked Sonic 2 to put in like loads of random boost pads and home and attack chains and that.
Yeah.
I love it. There are some really interesting fan hacks out there. There's also one of Sonic 2 like with secret rings type control where you're automatically moving forward and you have to kind of keep stopping and jumping and reversing and that. I think they're all from Sonic Retro then, but yeah. This is a point. What do you think of the Hero soundtrack overall, from what you've heard or
Forgettable.
There are some levels that I really. There's some I really like. Like I like Seaside Hill. I like Ocean Kingdom to an extent. I like Frog Forest, the first one. But then you've got ones like this, where this is just dull, typical Haunted House music, and it
just sounds boring to be honest.
It's really like people talk about Jin like not being that great with the Shadow one. I think the Shadow Hedgehog overall, as a complete product, I think has a better soundtrack than this. But again, there's tracks I really like from both, so I'm not slagging off either. Like in general, it's just there's
Seaside Hill is probably the most memorable for me.
Yeah.
Not only that.
Seaside Night, isn't it?
Yeah. Not only that, they've repeated the same thing over and over and over.
Well, we'll point out, if you see that statue there, it's got Eggman on it, hasn't it? So,
yeah.
Over the background. Pay attention to that when we go upside down. See any change?
Yeah.
Can you make out who it is?
Is that Big the Cat?
No, it's Metal Sonic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Just Metal Sonic one side, Eggman the other. I think that's a pretty cool little attention to detail actually. Oh, the breakable walls. Fuck you and that one of you in the Team Dark thing that got me stuck for ages as a kid because I didn't see the invisible wall that had the key thing in it. Grinding sections with randomly appearing ghosts. This isn't off-putting. And what perspective are we running at now?
Did you actually buy this when it came out? Like,
yeah,
when I was a kid?
I got this shortly after launch, yeah.
I don't know what perspective.
It's like, it feels kind of Mock Speed, except this.
No, wait. You're running.
So is Sonic Adventure
building.
1 what got you into the series?
It was I think the first Sonic game I played it was either Sonic 1 or Sonic 2, but the first game I actually properly got into was Adventure 1.
You're running up the building.
How?
The flags.
Oh, yeah. But that's got such awkward like jump controls there. It's like you can sort of jump, but it sort of flings you. It's really bizarre, and the pacing it's kind of Mock Speed, but kind of not really. Which is like a really weird perspective to it. It fucks with my head.
Not bad.
And don't you love how we finished the first mission and we're not even halfway through the video? It's always promising, isn't it? My thoughts exactly.
I want to cry.
I wanted to cry when I first played this game. It just gets worse every time. But this level, I think this one's more inside, whereas the other one was outside, and it just gets less and less interesting as we go on.
Yeah.
I know this playthrough is being made bitching all the way through, and I know it's not necessarily the most interesting thing to listen to, but I really struggle to look for positives for this game.
Oh, this. I remember the last few parts to this level.
Oh,
And
that-
that skeleton.
They are so fucking bullshit, the later parts. Like, I did that stream run of this game not too long ago, and I think it took me like 4 takes of the final section to not fuck up, just because there's so many things that can screw you over. Look at them clamps just sort of tempting fate. Yeah, I always get nervous about them things when they're sort of just hanging there, because you know the minute you walk over,
Aside
they
from
snap.
like the egg robots, like the egg form, sorry, enemies in like this level are just generic haunted house like enemies.
Yeah. One thing that I noticed a lot with like the advent of 3D Sonic is if you go to classic Sonic, most of the levels were kind of defined, sort of at least, by their badness, weren't they? Like
Yeah.
you think like
So-
Metropolis, you remember the slices, you got
Yeah.
Green Hill, you got like the motorbugs and whatnot.
Yeah,
You associate
It's what is the? I think it's in Sonic 2. It's like is it like a labyrinth? Like it's underground, but you see the burrow bots, but they're like slightly submerged in water.
thing.
It's
What I mean,
right.
like-
Well, the boss in it is Eggman in his egg carrier whacking like
oh,
the side
Aquatic-
poles with
Aquatic
like arrows
Ruin.
coming out.
Is that it? Aquatic
Yeah,
Ruin?
Aquatic Ruin. That's it.
Yeah. Yeah. That level, I don't really like the aesthetics of that, to be honest. It's kind of. It feels like it's trying to do the Ruin and kind of Green Hill like sort of thing, and it doesn't really blend. It's not ugly, it's just leaves no impact.
Yeah.
Yeah. And now we've got another one of these bobsleigh sections.
I like Hilltop Zone's music.
Yeah, I can't do it properly, but it's like that proper pong roof sort of sound, isn't it? This is one of them things where we end up proving we can't sing game music, isn't it?
There's that switch again.
Quite like Lava Reef Zone, like the music from that.
It's one of them that whenever I listen to it, I really enjoy it, but I never remember it off the top of my head. What it is. Get that with a few songs actually. I love this skeleton thing. Is that meant to simulate, you know, the kind of tricksters who do like the holding plates on their hands while they've got one balanced in on their head or something? Or is it just platform game
It's
convenience?
just platforming.
Yeah. That was weird.
I don't know why you're trying to look for symbolism in this game.
It's symbolic.
It's symbolic for boring.
Yeah.
I love that one. Well, actually, I love the entire comic. I doubt you guys would have seen the Hi, I'm Daisy Persona 4 comics.
No.
But it's basically like an abridged comic of the opening of Persona 4, and they just take the piss out of basically everything in like a really friendly sort of manner.
Got it.
This section, like, it's boring because it really blows. I should give up, shouldn't I? I should give up.
I'm too bored to even criticise you.
Don't you love coming to spend time with me? Wake me up when this episode's over.
No psychiatrist.
It shocks
can-
me the most. Stephen actually comes here on his own free will.
No psychiatrist can cure
It's
this
like
kind of mental scarring.
Yeah.
He actually, like, psychologically, he wants to be tortured by this.
Nah,
he likes to come
I
over
just
here.
more or less like to argue with him.
Yeah, but I agree with you here, this game sucks. We can only do Lost World so many times. And look, it's another one of these fuckers, but with a helmet, so Team Blast to the face, motherfucker.
Does Sonic know where he's going?
No, he's pissed. That's the only reason he don't mind being here.
That's drunk driving.
Yeah.
To be fair,
And
I
now-
haven't, like, during this playthrough, I haven't heard the word incompetent uttered from Stephen's lips.
For some reason, I just imagine Sonic getting pulled over and given a speeding ticket while pissed.
Yeah, going fast under the influence, not like. Now he's actually drunk driving, isn't he? Well, technically he's rolling behind pushing.
Yeah.
Yeah, you ever had that threat? Like, you've got to get out and push
What?
the car?
Was there
Fuck that.
no, there was a creepy pasta on So Sonic, the one where he, I don't know, I think it's it was Sonic Hero Creepypasta, and they all get injured, and Sonic goes, I'm never gonna have a girlfriend or something, and he jumps off a cliff.
Yeah.
I remember you showing me. I was just laughing.
The thing I love in that sort of vein is there's that one kind of fan comic, and it's just a picture of a sort of angry looking Sonic saying something like, I'm angry now, I better go have sex with my girlfriend to make me less angry. Like, what the fuck? Have you guys seen the Bad Sonic fan art Twitter feed?
Yeah.
That is so fucking bizarre, isn't it?
Yeah.
I was with my brother the other night, we were just literally scrolling back through all of them thinking, what the fuck? There's one of them, I think it was either Sonic or Shadow had morphed into a urinal. And the other one was they're using it and going like this is degrading for me too.
Well, I think that the picture is that bloke, making the new character all the time. And he does what's it, Susie Chu? Or...
Mary Sue's you think?
Yeah,
like Mary Sue characters.
Yeah, but the new character, he looks like Rouge with the darker skin. I can't explain it, but yeah. I think you showed me it. It's like the new character and it looks like really ridiculous and ugly looking.
Yeah, it's not, the Sonic fan base, people say the problem with the Sonic fan base is people arguing and bickering and that. That's not the problem with the Sonic fan base. The problem with the Sonic fan base is that people are so willing to just draw pictures of Shadow the Hedgehog and Shrek having sex. That's the problem with the Sonic fan base.
At college, I had there was these t-shirt designs that were hung up across the wall in a corridor, and one of them was a Sonic fan art. It was the pencil drawing, and it said "Gotta go fast."
Yeah. What I will say here: save your Team Blaster for this section, because trying to fight that whacking great enemy on this tiny little platform, you will fall off the edge if you're trying to punch his knuckles. Anyway, this section, I think in general, there's so many things that can fuck you over, particularly this homing chain here.
Yes.
Sometimes your homing attack tortoises and they either haven't spawned in properly, or they start moving away from you as you're locking on. It's just so easy to fall down
Or
the
the
pit there.
homing attack just doesn't work.
Yeah, that too. Yeah, I hate this sort of... And especially at the end of such a tedious level as well. There's always that moment where you think, I should be done, but there's one more thing.
It's there's the exit, but you have to do these three things
It's
first.
I could really do without stuff like this in Sonic. Yeah. I hate this game. In case it's not obvious. Yeah, I think once you've sorted these enemies here out, I think that's nearly done. I think that is the end here. I hope. Yeah. There we go. That's that level done.
I hate you, Tails.
I'm not sure where we are now, but bear in mind we're now outside of the Haunted Mansion base.
Which is apparently underwater?
Perfect.
The Haunted Palace of Atlantis.
Write that down.
Original concept.
Oh, wait a minute. Yeah, we're outside the mansion.
Yeah,
And then...
we're back inside the mansion.
No, why?
And what does this mean?
Trying to stop us now.
More fighting of the enemy.
Yeah, this section is... This one is even worse. This one's even worse because it goes on longer than the one at the casino. It's just absolutely horrible design.
More enemies are fine.
Someone
This is just an endurance round.
Yeah, someone thought this was fun. That's what annoys me. Someone playtested this and thought this is fun. I hate it.
They don't know the concept.
No.
Or they just don't have the soul.
Or maybe they just hate humanity. That's what it comes down to.
Well, they're making me do that at the moment.
Yeah. They can join a special place in hell along with the people who thought the control in Secret Rings was a good idea. So what? Now we've got the kind of spear enemies.
Well, that was easy.
Yeah. You get to this point and you just think, why am I fighting? I'm achieving nothing, they're achieving nothing. Why must we fight? X thought as he stared off into the distance. That's the ending of every Mega Man X game, I think, at least up until X4. Go home, Sonic, you're drunk.
Flashy the sequence.
Too cool.
And he's just sending more of the same, isn't he?
Yeah, it didn't work before, but maybe if I send in you, it will work this time.
Maybe, right, guys? And again, this is knocked back worse in this game than it is in other games. It really feels like I get knocked back a lot.
Yeah, it's quite a distance.
Yeah, particularly with Knuckles, I think. Because, like, obviously his punching control's all over, well, not the control, but his punching distance is all over the place. But then, if you take a hit while you're throwing things as Knuckles, it feels like you get thrown back quite a bit.
Here we go. Too cool.
No, it's not Knuckles. Really not.
Stop lying to us. Oh yeah, you're upside down.
Yeah, I think you're upside down for the... Well, no, because we flipped that one switch, didn't we? I've lost track.
Who cares anymore?
Quality control, what's this?
Too cool.
Knuckles! And yeah, save yourself the effort of fighting them big bastards. They take too long.
Smash them all. Too cool. Take this.
Yeah, I think I used the after Team Blast attack there, which kind of fires Sonic towards something. You use the same like button combination that you would to use a tornado, and that normally works except for in that one stream highlight where I got trapped onto the edge somehow for it. But this is where Thunder Shoot is used. You can tell it's a boring game when we had more to work with Pong than we do with this. What next?
It's a sad, sad day for gaming.
And anything. Oh, well, let's do it then, Pong. Let's talk about them, Pong.
Pong had characters I cared about.
Yeah, we've got Ball and Paddles. We've got such a great team going on.
What's the matter? Got nothing?
Well, where do we go from this now? What's next? Like, commentary of Notepad? I've said that now, I know. Okay.
Talking about notepads, looked up on Wikipedia, Notepad 3D in Japan. It says available in Europe and North America. It goes.
Nintendo
hates North America. Nintendo hates Europe.
I saw that. That is
not
fucking
very
wonderful. That's that Flipnote thing, right?
Yeah, Flipnote Studio.
That is fantastic.
3D.
Whoever did that is a legend.
Yeah.
It's about time that I think this whole regional delay thing needs to die off with game releases, isn't it? 'Cause it's like in the past there was always like things needed to be like they were, especially like with new IPs. I can appreciate it to a degree because you want to see if something's successful before you spend money localising it.
Talking about like game delay, you know, like how they used to do with like Pokemon. They used to have like a game, like say like they had Diamond, and then 6 months later be available in North America. The thing is though, you know when they're doing anything worldwide now with like the release of X and Y. I think that's a particularly good thing because it doesn't give anyone a reason to bitch and moan about it necessarily. And if people get it,
to be honest, it's a double-edged sword for me because like it's great that we don't have to wait for months on end like we used to. But at the same time, I kind of like there being leaked information around from the Japanese releases. Something I've got with X and Y. And especially with the X and Y cartridges being so hard to hack as well, with how long it took to get all the information about the event Pokemon and whatnot. Yeah.